So let me introduce Ger. So Ger is the Commercial Director of Woodco Renewable Energy, Vice President of the Irish Bioenergy Association. The company has a manufacturing facility in County Tipperary as well as offices in Ireland and the UK, and has supplied boiler systems across Ireland, the UK, Europe and the United States and Canada. Woodco offers a range of domestic and commercial biomass heating solutions and recently expanded their range to distribute larger scale systems of over 500 kilowatt and over. Now, some 50 years on, the family company after 50 years ago, it produced its first boiler. Woodco Renewable Energy still provides cost-effective and sustainable biomass energy solutions. So I welcome Gerard to give his address.
Thank you, everybody, and you'll be pleased to know I won't keep you too long. It's the closing remarks just from an excellent. I've been in this industry for 20 years and in producing biomass boilers, and been coming to this event for many years, and it's getting bigger and better. And you can sense there's a movement in our sector. So good afternoon, and I'm the Vice President of IrBEA, so I'm delighted to deliver this closing address. Sean mentioned our own company, Woodco Renewable Energy. We're manufacturing boilers over 50 years, but specifically biomass for the last 20. So we have a base in Tipperary, and the Irish market, I'm glad to say, is now our major market. Having 6 or 7 years ago, we would have been 100% export orientated. So that's a big development, and we're pleased to see that happening. I'd like to thank all the delegates for attending today. October is a very busy month. It's conference season, so thank you all for coming. It's to take time out of your busy schedule. I felt we had a great cross-section of attendees, of delegates from the public sector, academia to private sector. So it's great. It's a great bit of cross-fertilisation of exchanging of ideas among everybody. A few highlights from the day that I'd like to share with you. Maurice and Ken opened the session, and they highlighted the role of biomass in contributing to sustainable forestry management. And it was very insightful to learn from Worrell Harvesting how scientific the whole harvesting process has become and mobilising supply chain. Forestry is the lungs of the earth. It sequesters carbon and it gives out oxygen. So our existence is threatened without it. So it's a terribly important and sector. Sustainable forestry management is essential, and biomass is one of the outputs from sustainable forestry management. So thank you to Ken and Maurice for highlighting and presenting on this. Karen from Gas Network Ireland highlighted the role of the biomethane in decarbonising the gas grid, and there are some opportunities and challenges facing the sector which she outlined. Thankfully, it's going in the right direction. I think there's a lot of positivity starting to emerge in the biomethane section. SEI is a key role in supporting the whole supporting businesses and helping the transition from fossil fuel to renewables. And again, we want to thank Fergus Sharkey as ever for SEI's continued support and interest, and in particular Fergus's interest in our sector and his team. Paula Lynch was here today. Fergus shared with us a range of supports that are available for businesses, and there's a review underway in the SSRH which hopefully will have a positive impact on the sector and drive more businesses towards renewable heat. My colleague Noel Gavigan in IrBEA presented on the great work that's going on in IrBEA about making bioenergy a reality. And it was interesting from Noel, the broad church that is bioenergy. It's a whole range of different fuel types and feedstocks. So Noel has covers a lot of ground in that area. So, and continuing then on the morning session, Ennio gave us insights into the bio-based carbon removals landscape and the developments in Europe, which I found very interesting. In session 2, we had a panel discussion. It was good to hear from Pauline about the potential for biomass used in district heating. As we know, in Northern Europe, biomass has done a lot of the heavy lifting, and it's widely used in district heating. So it was good to see a broadening of the discussion. In the early days of district heating a few years ago in Ireland, it was very much concentrated around waste heat and electric heating, but hopefully bioenergy can play a part there too. Barry focused on the contribution that bioenergy can make in local economies across Ireland through the supply chains and sourcing jobs and economic activity, which is very important. From my colleagues in the UK, I've often put up a stat that bioenergy can create up to 7 times more jobs than any other renewable energy source. It's an important takeaway. John Sherlock, John is an active member of our organisation as well. He discussed the importance of wood fuel and the wood fuel sector and how this sector has grown in recent years. and through the WFQA, the role as a mobiliser of sustainable forest management and thinning material from Irish forests. John McNamara then spoke to us from Bord na Móna and discussed the renewable energy projects that Bord na Móna is developing and the focus on the importance of the strategic importance of Eden Dairy Power. I had the pleasure of visiting Eden Dairy Power during the summer, and it was heartening to see literally trucks queuing up delivering biomass fuel into the power station. Stephen spoke about his work in IrBEA and with Bioenergy members, and this is a recent addition to the group, but it's very important, and the latest developments and potential in that sector, in the biochar sector. And then just to conclude before lunch, Julianne presented on the role of the college group, fascinating business, and has played in the development of indigenous biofuel production, and also other developments that the company has been involved in, including biomethane and biofertilizer. And then this afternoon, Lucille, who travelled from Brussels and gave a delivery and updated us on the IrBEA and various legislative files that are under discussion. Sean from Gas Networks Ireland spoke about industrial users of biomethane. And then Chris from Greengate gave us an insight into how to develop large-scale renewable energy projects from the perspective of investors. It's interesting. The panel here then beside me, I have to say I really enjoyed the discussion. It was interesting, the focus from Bernie on the design and planning that's involved, Declan on operating a biogas plant in County Roscommon, and the appetite from industry for biomass use. And Niamh outlined the Department of Transport's renewable transport fuel obligation and its policy. And we received an update then from Ian on the development of the biomethane sector in Northern Ireland and the links between the agricultural sector and the biomethane sector. There are many learnings that can be had from our colleagues in the north, for sure. I think you'll agree there was a wide range of topics discussed. I would like to thank our sponsors in particular, Gas Network Ireland's SEAI and Ken Worrell from Worrell Timber for making today a success. Many thanks to our exhibitors again who support this exhibition, and I hope you had good engagement with them. I'd like to thank all our speakers. We had a great lineup, great variety, and particularly those who travelled long distances to be here today. The staff at the Killashee, of course, this is our second time here this year, and they took good care of us. And our photographer and videographer and sound person, they all helped out today to make this day a success. So that's all from me. I wish you a safe home until we'll probably be here until the next conference this time next year. I wish you all well, and thank you very much for a very engaging day. Okay.